Day 4 of training here in Cincinnati, Ohio for Norfolk Southern. This is the week 5 training session. I'm not going to bother to show you guys the syllabus like I normally have been because it's been kind of a general guideline for this week. For example, anything outdoors as far as this training has gone for this week, we just didn't do. Some of it was scheduling and the rest of it was weather. It's been crap. Up here, and today it started the ice and snow and terrible weather that we're going to have to all drive home in tomorrow. So there was no switching evaluation at the end of the week. You'll get plenty of that on your home yard, so that'll just be what it is. Outside of that, the guidelines, this actual syllabus that they gave you is again just a loose example of what they're going to do for the week. The instructors here are extremely knowledgeable. They'll answer any questions that you have, but understand that their goal for this week is simply to get you through these tests on Friday, to make sure you have all of the information you need to be able to take the exams, pass, and get back on your home terminal and start making your way to marking up. The one thing to keep in mind when you're going through all of the nighttime exams that you have to take on the Employee Resource Center, which there's 4 of them, they all have to be counted for you, and you need over a 90% to get those through. There is a bunch of other modules in there that are in there that need to be completed by Wednesday of week 5, and I didn't know they were there until yesterday, so I had to do them all at one time. It's all the stuff you would get if you went to an orientation day at a corporate office, so it's the equal opportunity employment, it's the policies against gender and age discrimination. It's that kind of information. All of those modules need to be gone through, and you have to have credit for them before Wednesday, and then all of your exams and ERC need to be finished by the end of the week. Today we simply went through the final. We went through the final exam, the actual test. We went through all 100 questions. So we actually know all the questions that are going to be on the final exam, and as long as we went through it together, and we passed because we did it as a group. But by this point, after doing all that in McDonough and then coming up here, you really should have your basic knowledge of operating rules down. Outside of that, the hazmat test, we went through the entire test, the actual test. It's also open book. So you should do well. You only need a 75 on that exam in order to pass. And again, it's open book, and we just went through it. The comprehensive, you need an 80% out of the 100 questions, so you can miss 20. And we just went through the entire test. The only thing that you don't get to go through is your signals exam, because everyone is on different signals, and it's pretty much impossible to go through all of it without confusing each other. You can't go through Conrail signals and give the N&W people the same information. It just doesn't work. So let's talk about it a little more in part 2.